what's up? I'm Joel Madden, and this is Artist Friendly. On this episode, I'm talking with actor, comedian, and impressionist Jay Pharoah. You can watch his new comedy special, Jared, on YouTube right now. Let's go.
I don't want no bad times. I don't want to have bad.
Because I'm not a funny guy.
That's subjective. Come
Right.
on.
I think that real life is funny.
Absolutely.
So if I talk about my wife and kids and the everyday shit we deal with and just being married and having kids, people laugh because it's funny. Because it's like a fucking sitcom.
Absolutely.
That's where it all comes from. It's real life.
Art imitates life. I'll give you a tidbit. Anytime you say clapping somebody's cheeks is hilarious. I don't know why, but that's a guttural laugh. You just clapping cheeks.
Such a laugh.
I was in Canada last weekend. I was in Winnipeg, and I was talking about Diddy. Of course,
I'm glad we have 2 hours.
And talking about Diddy, and I said clapping cheeks. Every time I reference that, it would get a big Canadian laugh. Oh yeah, it was great.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. We know about
he's so
clapping.
funny. It's like
We know about clapping on both cheeks.
Oh
now.
yeah, we do that up here all the time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're a funny guy.
You know, Richard clapped my cheeks this morning.
In Canada. Oh, it's great. Are you having a good time, eh?
Yeah.
It's like some kind of European / like weird accent.
It's almost like Bobby's mom from Bobby's World, don't you know? It's so close.
It's like Minnesota.
Minnesota, yeah.
It's like US is Canada.
Yep.
They're like Canadians. When
You know what baffles me though? A lot of them are as ingrained in politics as some of us are in America, as
Like,
we are in America.
to US politics.
Yeah, straight
Yeah.
up. Like they don't give a shit about
Who are
this.
you voting for?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you're like,
Yeah.
are you gonna get offended if I tell you like
She's like, yeah, fucking A. We like that. Yeah, you're voting for Trump now, right? I'm like, do I look like I'm gonna vote for Trump? Anyway.
Yeah. So the only thing I thought about when I was young was not being poor. At whatever age I realized like we were struggling, it was in the room all the time. It was just always there.
I mean, you're like, I can't be poor.
That
was just the driving
That was
force.
my goal in life. I just can't be poor.
Mine was not working at Burlington anymore. That's what mine
Burlington
was.
Coat Factory.
Yeah, I used to work there.
Great deals.
Layaways, yeah. Oh my gosh.
Layaways, that's a crazy game, the layaway game.
Yeah, it is.
Think about
Especially
people in debt.
when you cancel it and then the person just got out of prison. You're like, all right, well, I'm gonna have to call a manager.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do. I'm sorry, man. You extended the 30 days. We had to cancel it.
So you worked at Burlington Coat Factory.
I worked at Burlington Coat Factory in the
How long?
layaway department. How long for? Was it 2? Was it 3 years?
3 years is like
3 years.
9 years at that job.
Yeah, it is. I definitely aged. My hairline, I lost 2 inches. It was crazy. That being so young, you know what I mean? Ain't like I could resurrect it in Jesus the shit back. I couldn't, you know what I mean? So it was definitely stressful, but I would always use it as a platform to perform or whatever. So people came
Well,
to
you were
know me.
interacting with people the whole time.
Absolutely. And you got to be a people's person. You have to have some slight sense of empathy to
Yeah.
do a job like that. Because
do.
you have to be able to read, you know, if somebody
and
is.
the service industry, I mean, I worked every job under the sun until I didn't have to work anymore.
What was the worst one you did?
The worst job I ever had was construction.
Oh, man.
You know,
Really?
it was outside. It was like really hard. But that was only one summer that I did that. But I always had 2 jobs. I always had 2 jobs at all times. So I also worked at Borders Books and Music.
Okay.
It was like Barnes and Nobles before Barnes and Nobles bought all of them, I guess. So it was like a big bookstore. And I worked in shipping and receiving. And I would have to unload the trucks, dump the books out, and sort them. And my hands would get so dry from the cardboard
Oh, man.
that they would be all like cut up and
Cocoa butter, man. That's all you needed.
Yeah.
Needed some
But it saved them.
You had cocoa butter?
I did.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Man, you black. That's crazy.
Well, cocoa butter is probably the blackest thing about me.
Yeah. There's nothing else. Just the
Well, that's about it, man.
You know.
No, but that job sucked.
cocoa butter.
That
is the
job.
black thing about me. That's wild. That's funny. I
don't know. We probably find some other things.
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be a couple of more things. Yeah. I mean, shoot, you know, I can't name them because I just met you.
Yeah,
but,
we'll get to know each other.
We'll definitely.
That job sucked.
Yeah.
I hated that job.
Yeah, I didn't.
It was 7 a.m. to like 5 p.m. Shit job.
I don't even know. I don't think I liked. I didn't like Burlington that much. I liked the people. You know, it was a family, man. Yeah. And I didn't. You know, it's even funny, man, with working with all of the Filipino folks that were there, because I didn't really know a lot of Filipino folks, but I saw faces of death, and I was like, oh, what, the little puppy's getting cut up, and then once like I sat down, and once I got around them, it's just melded in. Like they're just like black. It's so crazy, the similarities. Like they got big ass celebrations. A lot of it's all about family. You know, they take care of each other. They watch each other's backs, and it's just like they're all driven by faith. You know, a lot of them are Catholic, but they just have a lot of the same inner makings, man. So it's so beautiful how they became my family, and then
that's cool.
Yeah, they still call me Junior Eddie Murphy. Junior Eddie Murphy. That's what they call me. Oh, baby, give me some sucky. I ain't giving you no sucky. If you don't know what that, if you look that up, you know what that means. They were some of them were horny too. That was cool.
Yeah.
There was a 65-year-old virgin lady that worked there.
Virgin?
She was a virgin.
Wow.
Her name was Miss Nora. Rest in peace to her. She's not here anymore.
Wow. Probably super religious.
Super religious.
Yeah. A lot of.
She would grab my butt a lot.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she liked doing that. I like your butt, Junior. And she raised her Charlie Chaplin eyebrows because they look just like. Have you seen what is that? What's that movie with the rope? It was a robot and he had like Charlie Chaplin eyebrows.
The old one?
Yes, it was before
So it was
Chappie.
like Johnny Five?
Yes.
Yeah, so it was called Short Circuit.
Okay, Short Circuit.
Yeah.
And that's where Damon Wayans get the idea for J5 on Blank Man for
Maybe
that?
he did.
Maybe he got it from that.
I don't know.
But I remember that robot, but she had
Johnny
the same
Five
eyebrows.
alive.
Yeah.
I'm a 90s kid.
When I think about the nostalgia, yo, it's crazy. We're going, damn, we got ADD. We're just going from topic to topic.
Yeah, that's okay because we'll edit it together. But my best friend, one of my best friends in a really pivotal time in my life when I left home. So me and my brother left home at a young age. We didn't have anywhere to live, and he was a Filipino kid, and his parents were like, I think they immigrated from the Philippines, and they had like a big Filipino house. They let us live with them.
Oh, snap.
So we lived there for like at least a month or more until we could figure out our situation.
How much pansit and lumpia did you eat?
A lot of Filipino food. I remember
purple yam.
Yeah. And
they got purple yams like Grimace.
And they had and the kids would have these big parties. Yeah. Like high school parties, right?
Yeah.
And the parents would just be sitting up in their bedroom.
Watching.
They had 2 chairs, chain smoking and watching TV.
Yep.
And the house would be full. Like kids walking up in the bedrooms, hooking up, doing whatever, drinking, and the parents would just be in the bedroom and they would just be sitting there. Like it was wild and sweet, really sweet. Like
that was their smoke break. They got a chance to like break away and just observe.
Really amazing family.
It was like, yes, a lot of fucking going around here.
So I've always had like a real like soft spot.
Yeah.
For the Filipino culture, and when we work at our music company, we work with a Filipino artist. His name's Idris. He's an amazing artist. But I've always thought like Filipino people were really warm,
absolutely,
like welcoming, lovely people. Yeah, I've always thought they were awesome.
Yeah, they seriously are. Yo, shout out to my Burlington clique. Yeah,
it's cool too to like get a real glimpse into another culture.
Absolutely.
You
know what? And another reason that's why I feel so blessed with my field. You know, I watched both of my parents when I was a kid just travel everywhere. They both had jobs. They both worked for the government. I don't know what the hell they did, but whatever. They could be Mr. and Mrs. Smith, whatever. I know that there was meatloaf on the table. Right. I didn't care, you know. But actually watching them as a kid and then aspiring to become that and then doing it now.
Yeah.
And being able to go to all of those different places. Like my mother would tell me about Japan. She would tell me about Italy. My dad would tell me about Germany. And I was like, yeah, when I grow up, I'm gonna have a woman in every one of them places.
That's funny. I used to say that too.
You did too?
Yeah.
Romania? What about Romania? You been? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They like sexy vampires. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
crazy. When did you start traveling?
I started traveling when I was, how old was I? Damn it, man. I was young. I was like 5.
But I mean, when did you start traveling
And making money?
for work?
All right, 19.
Oh, that's
Charlie
good.
Murphy started taking me on the road with him when I was 19 years old.
He was like your mentor?
Absolutely.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
What an amazing mentor.
Yeah, he's the one that would, of course, he would keep me away from all the BS or whatever. Right. And I would see, like, it was, rock stars, it's the...
19, that's young.
It's the same, and it's like it's a crazy lifestyle where you'll see women that you have touched yourself to in the green room. You're like, what are you doing here? Do you know something? What are you doing here? But it was it was just wild to see, but he always kept me away from all of it. Because, yo, man, I don't want your mom coming in here talking about Charlie Murphy corrupted her son, man. It's not going to happen, man. You know what I'm saying? Put the weed down, bitch. Shit like that.
And you would.
Yeah. When you touch it. Until I got 21, Do you have a faith-based center? I'm just asking. Because you have a lot of, because you're cemented. Yeah. And a lot of folks that are in the industry today, they don't have that cementing. And when you don't have that, you seem to get lost in certain parts of this thing.
Yeah, you get lost in the sauce.
Yeah.
I would say that I was raised in a very religious house.
Me too.
So my core beliefs are in line with those.
Yep.
I struggle with joining groups.
Okay.
We don't have a church, right? But my kids go to like a faith-based school. That makes me feel good about that part of their life because it is present there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's over the top. It's California, but
Christian school. Right?
Yeah. And my wife was raised in a very religious house as well. And her parents are like Southern Baptist or Lutheran. I forget which one, but they were very much about their church. So if you talk to my wife's mom, Brenda, I feel like her perspective on like the right thing, the wrong thing, how to treat people, so she's a very present force in our life. And then her dad, who's also in entertainment, but grew up in the church and has a real base of like faith as well. So there's a lot of older people with real faith-based perspectives.
Yeah.
But that are also very modern people. And I wouldn't say they're over the top.
Right.
But they definitely have values. And those values are in the room with us when we like talk about stuff, when we make decisions, when we have family meetups and we talk about in any real life moments where we're because I'm very close to our parents. They're like my parents. So they're like the closest parents I've ever had.
Yeah.
So they've been a big influence over the last 18 years. I would say I went from being kind of like a touring nomadic, me and my brother just running around the world trying to run away from poverty and make it and never stop, meeting my wife and then becoming close with her family. That's when I got like, I think the first time in my life ever, a foundation that didn't move. And so it was always there. If I call her dad, he picks up, but it's about anything.
I find that an ongoing narrative in people who haven't lost their minds in this thing. Before we go any further, I see aspects of myself in you, which is, I've been watching you since I was a kid.
Really?
So dead ass. Like I've seen your shit. Like,
that's dope.
Yeah. So I listen to everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I motherfucking smash it. I listen to every fucking thing.
Yeah, me too.
So for somebody to have a like-minded person and you've had so much success, that makes me more comfortable. You know what I mean? It makes me open up because I'm like, it's almost reflective here. Like I can talk to you. I'm seeing it. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You can level with me because you've been there.
Yeah.
So.
I feel the same way. From watching you as you've come up, I see someone that's going to be successful for a very long time because they know themselves.
Yes.
And
no clapping of the cheeks.
Yeah. I think that's a a real rare thing these days.
Yeah.
Because we live in a world like, look, if you have a viral moment, that's great. But if you're constantly only aiming at a viral moment because that's what you need to feel successful, you're going to water your shit down.
Right.